Have you ever wanted to wander a nuclear wasteland, killing robotic gorillas and radioactive dogs, all the while being a fish or a bag of eyes? Well, have I got a game for you. Nuclear Throne is a top-down roguelike shooter, where you blast your way through various enemy types to get as far as you can. You can choose from 12 unlockable characters. Each one has their own unique ability, such as Crystal Shield or Steroids' dual wielding. Throughout the game, you can choose different mutations, which are just upgrades, to buff up your character. There are some that are really good, and there are some that are, well, fucking terrible. You'll have to do your best with the weapons you're given and the enemies that are faced against you. With completely random equipment and layouts each run, it's pretty difficult to get bored. When you first start playing the game, the obvious goal is to reach and defeat the Nuclear Throne, which is the boss at the end of the game. But things don't have to stop there. You can continue the game by defeating the throne, but also these nuclear generator things near it. You'll be warped to a new level where you have to fight the second phase of the throne, and when you defeat it, you get sent back to the beginning of the game. Oh yeah, but there's like 3 times as many enemies this time. This is called looping. From here on out, your journey gets a lot more difficult. Harder enemies spawn in each level, monsters from later levels show up in earlier ones, all with a tad more health, and of course, there's just the sheer amount of them. The number of enemies per level skyrockets, and each level from there on becomes a slaughter. It gets hard to manage at times, but there's nothing more satisfying than watching a whole room of bad guys get pelted and squished by whatever garbage you're laying out on them. Like, look at this thing. You got this giant plasma gun that just annihilates absolutely anything in its path. It's fucking beautiful. Speaking of the plasma cannon, one of my favorite things about this game is just the sheer amount of weapon variety you get. You got your trusty revolver, your shotgun, crossbow, laser rifles, triple machine gun, auto grenade, shotgun, jackhammer, super flat cannon, ultra shovel. You even got a gun that gives you an achievement for killing yourself with it. Smooth. Alongside the different weapons and mutations, you can also equip crowns by entering these portal gate thingies. Each crown gives you some sort of trade-off, like you can get more health and ammo drops if your character is at full health, but you get less when you're not. If that doesn't seem like a great trade-off to you, well, you'd be right. All the crowns have larger negatives than positives, and let me tell you, the craziest crown by far is the Crown of Blood, which increases the amount of enemies even further in the loop. You gotta be crazy good to be able to get far in this game, and some people are so good that they can get to like loop 14? Hell, I could barely make it halfway through loop 2 on a good game. If you want to see some crazy throne gameplay, I'll put a link in the description to some good channels for that. Anyway, that's why I like this game. It's packed with action, with violence, and mutated goodness making for hours of fun. If you're a fan of roguelikes or just any kind of arcade-style games, I definitely recommend this one. Peace.